knows a lot about the science stuff. Professor Dave explains.
In our investigation of phylum Chordata thus far, we've already discussed the invertebrate cephalochordates and tunicates. This means that every animal left on this cladogram is part of the subphylum Vertebrata, or Craniata, also known as the vertebrates, or craniates. This clade can be divided into infraphyla, Agnatha, and Gnathostomata. Let's examine the first of these now, the jawless agnathans, or cyclostomi, and in particular the hagfish. Hagfish are in the class Myxini and are also known as slime eels, though they aren't actually eels at all. Modern hagfish are famous for their close resemblance to their ancestors from around 300 million years ago, along with their general morphology, ability to survive in low oxygen environments, unique method of feeding, and slime production. In order to examine them, let's discuss their body systems and unique characteristics, feeding, reproduction, and finally their phylogeny and classification. Hagfish have elongated bodies that are divided into three regions: the head, trunk, and tail. They lack true fins, but have a well-developed muscular system arranged in a series of myomeres, which are segmented muscle blocks that run along the length of the body. These myomeres contract in a coordinated manner to produce undulating waves of motion that propel the hagfish forward. They lack scales and are covered in a layer of mucus, or slime, that acts as a defense mechanism against predators and also helps in oxygen exchange through the skin. Hagfish are able to produce copious amounts of cloudy and fibrous slime when threatened. They do this by contracting body muscles and releasing compounds through their mucus cells and thread cells that, when combined with seawater, form their characteristic slime that can choke predators. The slime itself is actually over 99% seawater with just a small amount of mucin and threads, meaning they can produce huge amounts just by releasing very minimal material and expending little energy, though they cannot produce slime continuously and need to replenish their slime glands after each slime discharge. Hagfish have a unique respiratory system that allows them to extract oxygen from water in low oxygen environments. Unlike most fish species that have gills with a bony structure, hagfish have gill pouches with a series of branchial filaments. The gill pouches open to the outside of the body through a pair of openings called the gill slits. The water enters the mouth, flows over the gill pouches, and then exits through the gill slits. This system is passive, meaning that hagfish do not actively pump water over their gills like most fish species, and they can also exchange gases directly through their highly vascularized skin. They are noted for their ability to tolerate extremely low oxygen levels, and they can survive for an extended period of time in a totally anoxic environment by slowing down their metabolism and reducing their oxygen consumption, which allows them to conserve the oxygen that they do extract from the water. Like all vertebrates, hagfish have a closed circulatory system. Unlike all other vertebrates, though, they have numerous hearts, including the primary branchial heart, portal heart, cardinal hearts, and caudal hearts. Their urinary system consists of 2 kidneys and a single ureter that empties into the cloaca, which is a common opening for the urinary, digestive, and reproductive systems. Their skeletal system consists of only the skull, notochord, and caudal fin rays. Their nervous system consists of a brain, spinal cord, and a series of peripheral nerves that extend throughout the body. It connects to their chemoreceptors, including olfactory sacs near the nostrils and glands that line the body and mouth. Their nervous system also connects to their simple eyes, located on the top of their head, which are capable of detecting light and dark, and not much else. So to find food, they primarily rely on touch and smell. Though many hagfish consume polychaete marine worms, crabs, and small fish, they are most notably scavengers that prey upon dead or dying animals that have sunk to the ocean floor. They do this by entering and eviscerating the bodies of much larger animals that they then devour from the inside out. They feed by rasping off pieces of flesh with the keratinized teeth that line their tongue and bring food into their mouths. They may also knot themselves in order to gain better purchase as they rip into the carcass. Though they have a sluggish metabolism and can survive months between feedings, they are often quite active at the death site of a large animal. Their digestive system itself consists of a muscular pharynx, an esophagus, and a long coiled intestine which terminates in the cloaca. In terms of reproduction, sexes are separate, and females often far outnumber males. Some species are sexually undifferentiated before maturation and possess gonadal tissue for both ovaries and testes. Females lay between 1 and 30 eggs, which hatch into miniature versions of their parents, as hagfish lack a larval stage. However, their actual reproduction and potential courtship are still undocumented, since they have never been witnessed copulating in the wild, and they've never successfully reproduced or spawned in captivity. Moving on to classification, in 1758, Carolus Linnaeus classified hagfish as vermes, or essentially as worms. But of course, they are more closely related to humans than they are to any worm, since they are vertebrates like us. Hagfish likely diverged from the lampreys and all other vertebrates in the Paleozoic period. All extant members are in the same class, Myxini, order, Myxiniformes, and family, Myxinidae, most of which are in a single genus, Eptatratus, which includes 49 species. But perhaps the most well-known species is the Atlantic hagfish of North America, Myxine glutinosa. A few other notable species are the pink hagfish, which is known from a single specimen, the Pacific hagfish that dwells in the abyssal ocean, and the inshore hagfish, which is unique in having a seasonal breeding pattern, about which little is known, though they are widely consumed as food in the Korean peninsula. And that wraps up the hagfish of class Myxini. Let's move forward and check out the lampreys of class Petromyzontida next.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. Support me on Patreon so I can keep making content. And as always, feel free to email me, ProfessorDaveExplains@gmail.com.